So it's been a couple of mad weeks, month, year, basically, and yeah, with this particular moment, I don't really want to say moment, let's say movement. It's been a really difficult time. If you asked me 2-3 weeks ago if I'll be speaking about race to my manager and colleagues, I'll be like, what? Why would I do that? Why would I put myself in that difficult situation? But you know, I've had that conversation this week. I'm lucky enough to say I work, lucky enough to say, yeah, it's quite a diverse office. But even with that said, I feel like every company, every office in the whole country should be looking at what they can do to improve their understanding of race and how it affects the colleagues, and what they can do at least to get more Black, Asian, more ethnic people into senior positions, because real change really can't happen if there's the same people always in senior roles. That really can't affect and bring real change in the long run. So if in 50 years time there's still the same kind of faces in senior roles, that's not real change. And of course that wouldn't really make sense, because we know there are Black people, Asian people that are more than capable of being in a senior role. So we'll know there's obviously something that going wrong somewhere. So that's for me, that's the key thing, where I would love to see that kind of change. I would love to see in the future difference in leadership, difference in not just in London, but of course across the country, where you do have people that at least understand how race affects them. Because for a long time it was a matter of, you just bringing race into it, or it's that race card, like a Pokemon or something, like, that race card. And that shouldn't really be a discussion anymore. We've seen how coronavirus has affected Black and Asian minority in that particular way, and something that was supposed to be an equal leveler clearly isn't. And it just goes to show you, not just in this country but across the world. And of course it's no matter of Black people having some particular kind of DNA that affects them differently. It's just simply racism, really, at the end of the day. Systemic racism is not really something I didn't think I'll be speaking to my colleagues about, and something I didn't really think will be a conversation that can be even had in the workplace. And that alone is probably an issue that is worth changing, because similar to things like mental health, or just topics that affect everyone on a day-to-day basis but we don't speak about, definitely that's probably right up there in terms of sensitive, difficult conversations. The industry on a whole really can't be silent about it. They can't really be naive and think, oh, this might be a moment, and if you let it, if you be quiet, it will just kind of pass on and move on to the next thing. It's something that really has to be, a long process. It can't be something that's done for a year, or you just build a board up, and a diversity board, and you let them do it. It really has to be something that everyone's working on. The same way we all have to do, diversity training, and it's something that's seen as a mandatory thing. We should be looking at this in the same way, where it has to be ongoing change. It can't be something that's done for a month or for this year. It has to be something that's really implemented and put into the DNA of the organisation. I was definitely in two minds of attending the protest. My mum's a nurse, my sister works in a school, so I don't really take it lightly in terms of coronavirus and spreading coronavirus, but it really seemed like definitely a once in a lifetime kind of moment where I just really had to, just really had to make my voice heard in any way. And, of course I was, safe and did all the right things in terms of, it was in Hyde Park, so it's quite big. If you've ever been to Hyde Park, you can easily socially distant. You can easily be socially distant in Hyde Park, so I kind of wasn't too worried about that aspect of. And in less pressing matters, I was supposed to be married, last week, a few weeks ago, and of course that didn't happen. That was rescheduled for September, hopefully. But I was able to dress up Kiani with a little bow tie, so that kind of made my week and made it a bit less depressing. And thanks for watching. This is, I really didn't know. I think there's so much I wanted to talk about, but I didn't really want to have a 20-minute video. I know, generally speaking, there's a lot of short attention spans out there. I'm trying to keep it as short as possible. But yeah, no, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great day.